We say have to because it's a necessity, but we don't always say need when it's a necessity. So we say if something's a necessity, we say have to. Like if you need something, you're like, "Oh, I have to get that. I have to." That's because you need it. So when we're talking about when they're upset when I say, "Listen, this is my native language. I'm a native New Yorker," and we say certain things and they don't say it the right way, then they say, "Oh, where they're from," which means they're acknowledging they're not from here. A lot of things that we say in New York, these people would be very sensitive about. Like when I go like this, they're like, "Oh, I'm making my nose bigger." Who does that? Who makes their nose bigger? I'm scratching my nose, you know. So they're like, "Oh, I'm making it pointier." Again, we don't have to keep going over the same thing. This is something here that makes it this way. And I think what's so strange about that for me is that if I were around these people, like they said, all my life, then we wouldn't be talking about this when I'm 51. We would have gotten through the nose thing. You know, someone said years ago that I used to do Eskimo noses when I was a kid with my mom, so they would have gotten over the nose issue all those years ago. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't still be talking about it 51 years after we did Eskimo noses. Or we wouldn't be talking about how a New Yorker phrases things. Another thing about that is when in New York, we don't always say need. I think need is a different phrase for us. Like we say have to a lot, or if we say something, oh, that was something. I won this V2K versus me. It's like, I think it was stay out of the way. We say that all the time. You know what I mean? It's even written on things that we have in New York, stay out of this, stay out of the way, stay out of this, stay. We say stay a lot. So stay to me as a native New Yorker means, it's like stay here, stay. We just stay that. It's part of how we phrase things. So if you grow up saying, "Oh, stay out of the way, stay out of his way, he's in a bad mood. Stay over there, don't come over here because of blah blah blah." We say it and it's not rude at all in New York. Here's another example of when we say stay. We say like stay back. Some people say stand back, but we like stay back, meaning stay out of the way pretty much. It means you know, step aside, things like that we say, and it's not rude at all. If you are not from New York and you hear that, you might think how rude, but it's not. It's usually stay for us in New York means um like stay. I can't think of something equivalent to it, but we wouldn't say, like, as a native New Yorker, someone would say stay back. How would you say that if you weren't a native New Yorker? Would be like maybe, I don't know. I can't even think of how you would say stay back or stay out of the way or stay over there or stay over here. We say it to mean it's like our way of saying there's something wrong. That's it. Like there's something wrong. You don't want to get in that path of what's wrong. So steer clear of that. Like that's like it's like steer clear. Like steer clear of such and such, or stay here, meaning don't move, stay somewhere. So it's not rude for us. Another thing is what was the other thing? So again, with them lying on me, you can tell that they just said something along the line. These were never issues before they came in around. Exactly. There were never issues. But these are supposed to be my irrational worries that I'm supposed to change the way I speak. If I grew up saying real and it sounds sometimes like railroad, railroad. If it sounds similar, then that's how I speak. And that's how a lot of the people around me speak. They want to use examples. Again, I have a strong accent. It's like I said, it's a combination of New York, West Indian. A lot of people I know sound like me, and they acknowledge it. Like these people who lied on me acknowledge that we do all kind of have a similar accent. So I'm not going to change it. if it's for a job, and I've said this in a previous video, if my job says you have to pronounce such and such this way, then I try to do it. They said I used to sound like a white woman. They said I sound like a white woman now. So again, it's like they have an issue with all sorts of things. I don't. And I think that's irrational that in a big city like New York City, they're going to come in contact with people with all sorts of accents, New York accents, not New York accents. And we don't care what they think. I'm telling you the truth. I don't care if they don't like my accent. I don't care who likes it or not. I don't. And they said something like that about me recently, that they thought I was faking that I didn't care. Why would I fake that? Like, how many years have they been doing this now? Since at least 2016. Since when have I faked not caring? So they now know that some of the things that I've said or done in this apartment when they were listening was to get them out of their little hiding place and expose this. Yes. They said that my head was supposed to always receive radio signals. If it's out loud, why do I need a radio signal? And what I'm saying is they just said something. And what I'm saying is they admit they did something wrong. Turning anyone's head into a radio is a crime. And so they thought I would stop exposing this. I will expose this until the day I die. This has become my life. So in essence, exposing all of this is my life. Someone said something that really was amazing to me. The person acknowledged that this is happening and that they're doing this to people. It's amazing how far we've come, that we went from being able to we went from not being able to even acknowledge this was happening to being able to say, yes, this is happening. This is what's going on. That is a big difference. The other thing is they said that they thought I would be ashamed that this is happening to me. I don't feel shame. I feel amazed that people would spend so much time, energy, money to do this to anyone. And when they fail at it repeatedly, keep doing the same thing, because that's the very definition of crazy. Thank you for watching.